Okay, this video is about the Subaru Pollen filter. It's the in-car filter for the air conditioner. It's behind the glove box. In order to access it, you actually have to remove the glove box as an entire module. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 or 8 screws and a clip involved in taking the glove box out. It's not too difficult, and there's a plastic clip on the left hand side on Australian cars that holds the glove box in as well, so just be aware that's also going to basically pop out when you move the glove box around after getting the screws out. In order to remove the glove box, you also have to have it open. The screws on the inside underneath should be the last ones that you take out, but it's not a difficult process, and immediately after lowering the glove box module, you'll notice that it's attached by some wires, so just be careful not to dislodge those wires because that's the lighting for the glove box. And then immediately behind there you'll see a plastic clip, essentially faceplate, that's covering the filter, and you can then pull on the bottom of that clip and it'll just come out and you'll then see the filter. Okay, this is the used filter that I removed from the car. Now, this car's coming up to almost 3 years old, and it's never had the filter replaced. And just look at that; that is feral. And yeah, with the car, there has been some bit of a smell of mildew and whatnot, and it's obviously coming from this area. So, on the one side of the filter, this is how you insert it. So away from yourself, you'll see this writing, and it obviously goes in upright, and then you replace the plastic clip over that. Okay, so I now have the new filter in my car. What you can't see very well is within these grooves there's actually a lot of stuff trapped, so what I decided to do was to put the filter into a plastic bag and we'll just give it a few hits and we'll see what flies out of it. Okay, let's turn it over and have a bit of a look-see. And oh yeah, it's done a very good job of trapping pollen and bits of leaves and dust and all sorts of stuff. This is basically pulled up into this filter and then goes through the air conditioner. So if you have your car on recirc, it should pull it from the inside presumably, and if it's not recirc, it should run through this filter from the outside air source. And the outside air source, I don't like running my car on the outside air source very much because of all the diesels and horrible vehicles getting around and you get to smell their exhaust pipes. So I run my car on recirc almost exclusively, and if I want a bit of air I'll lower the window. But yeah, that's impressive. So this filter does its job. What the dealers don't tell you is that it's meant to be replaced actually once a year. I've just replaced this after almost 3 years of operation. The cost involved, this thing is pricey. That's its part number, description, and before tax price $63.59, and total $69.95. $70 for this filter, $70 for a filter. But I guess you could make one up if you're that way inclined. Personally, I like the correct part. I find the OEM parts tend to do what they're meant to do, and yeah, that's truly horrible what it's actually managed to trap. But that's a great sign that it is actually trapping the stuff that's being circulated through it. So not a difficult job, any amateur can do it. It's not part of any service that my dealer offers. The dealers tell me that every car comes with these. In the States I hear that some cars don't come with these. It's a dealer option, which sounds ridiculous, but apparently that might actually happen. So there you go, that's the filter, and just for your reference, that's the filter number, Fuji Heavy Industries, and there's a number. I recommend, if you haven't changed your filter since you bought your Subaru WRX sedan, go ahead and do it, because you might have something like this in there, and it might be contributing to number one, bad smells in the car from mildew and whatnot, because a bit of moisture obviously gets trapped in here and will ferment away with the other stuff that's in there. And number two, it's going to make the air conditioner work a lot harder. The air conditioner will be struggling if it can't move air through this filter, so surprised that the dealer doesn't have this as a service interval, but apparently they don't. So yeah, if you got $70, you can do it yourself. It's not hard, so go out and give it a go. Cheers guys, I hope this video was instructional. I'm sorry I couldn't actually show the exchange. It was a bit of a struggle by myself taking out the glove box. All I can show you is the aftermath and what I found, so hopefully it gives you an idea. Cheers, thanks.